Okay, well, man, it's great to be able to conversate, interview.
Yeah, I'm so excited to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no, it's all good. I was excited. So let's talk about your journey to music. Let's start there. We know the first I've known about you was when your video went viral on the internet. Share with me that experience and how did that feel?
Yeah, it seems so long ago, but it has been so long ago, but it seems like it just happened. But in 2014, December of 2014, a friend of mine recorded me on their phone singing Make Me Over and a song called My Hands Are Lifted Up, and he posted the video on his Facebook page, and literally within less than 24 hours the video had went viral. Like, I woke up the next morning with a ton of messages from people literally like all over the world just letting me know how the video had touched them and blessed them. And It's like, then ever since that, when we would post like little clips with me, just with my family and my friends in the living room sitting on the couch, we would post different clips, and like people would literally like gravitate it, and like they would eat that stuff up.
Sure.
So I mean, everything was just like all surreal, and it was very humbling for me just to see the response that we were getting from the people, and I'm truly blessed and honored that God chose me, man, to do this.
Sure. It looks like you had somewhat of a break in between 2016 up until now. When I say break is when I mean you hadn't released any new music. What have you been doing? I know you got married. Congratulations with that.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
But between that time, what was going on?
Yeah, so during that time, I kind of took some time off to, like you said, I got married, but I also took some time off to kind of figure out what I wanted, basically my brand, and what I wanted the body of Christ to get from my music. When I came in to the industry, I didn't know anything. I was new. I didn't really know what I wanted to sing, not necessarily sing, but I didn't know what I wanted my sound to be.
Sure.
And so I had a lot of people kind of leading me and directing me in what they thought I should have, the path that they thought I should have taken. So it was a lot of that. So in that time of me being off, I was able to really get around some like amazing writers and kind of gain my own penmanship, and I was developed during that time as a writer my own self, because when I came in, I didn't write or anything, but getting around other writers and meeting other people on the contemporary side grew me as a writer and developed me as a writer. So with that, I was able to find my sound of what I wanted to bring to the body of Christ. So I think that time that I took was very necessary.
Sure.
To have my own, I guess, to have my own identity of what I wanted to do.
Definitely. Let's talk about your upcoming album, The Encounter. I was in prayer today, and I always look for different worship artists to kind of pray to listen to while I'm praying. Todd Delaney is one of the ones I listen to, and I was like, well, let me listen to two of the singles that you have out, and one of them, not Baptize Me Again, but is it
We Want More?
Girl, baby. The way I went up in my room, and I was so loud, and my kids was like, what is she doing? Oh my God, I'm that going.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the inspiration behind even the name Encounter. Let's talk about the upcoming album.
Yeah, so The Encounter, I was in prayer one day, and I was trying to figure out what I wanted this album to be about. I wanted to make sure I prayed and really God was leading me on what He wanted me to speak and say to the body of Christ. And literally, He spoke to me and He told me how He wanted His people to have an encounter with him, an encounter that would literally change their current situation and what they were dealing with. And he began to bring me to like many stories and many things in the Bible. And one of the stories that he brought me to was the woman with the issue of blood, and how she had that infirmity for like 12 long years. And she went to many doctors, many physicians, you know, trying to get healed, trying to get delivered. But it wasn't until she had an encounter with Jesus.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
So
that God literally dried up that infirmity, and he healed her and he made her whole. And he was basically just saying how he wants his people to get back to their first love, to get back connected with him, because it's not until they get back connected with him fully that he's able to change the different situations that they're dealing with. And I mean, I literally was jumping up and down, and I got so excited. I was like, oh my God, yes. Like, yes, I want this album to be called The Encounter.
Wow.
So,
girl, the encounter I had today. I wish I wasn't in this big encounter, girl. I promise you, I really want to call my kids up here, because I was in there belting and I was so amazed.
Yes.
My daughter said, "You all right?" I'm fine.
Yes.
You know, it was a real encounter. That song is amazing, number one.
Thank you.
But what can we expect to hear from the total album? Like,
yeah, totally. So, I mean, basically what you can hear from the album is songs that we birthed out of experience. And not only that, it's real transparent. It's you're going to hear a lot of different styles of music, a lot of upbeat stuff. We have some Caribbean style things on there as well. But I mean, the album hits every genre. Anybody can relate to it. I'm just super excited to have people listening to music that I've written. Literally, I wrote pretty much half of the entire.
Oh, that's wonderful!
The entire project. Actually, I co-wrote "We Want More" with a guy named Dante Bowe and another guy named Aaron Moses. So, yeah, basically, you're gonna just really hear my penmanship, and I'm just excited for people to be able to hear my music. It's something that I've written.
So, who are some of your musical influences that you grew up listening to that really impacted your sound, or just your ministry in general?
Yeah, funny. So I grew up listening to quartet music.
What?
I grew up around my grandparents, and that's all they listened to, from the Mighty Clouds of Joy, from Slim and the Supreme Angels, Willie Neal, the Gospel Keynotes, Canned Spirituals. Like, literally growing up as a child, that's all I listened to. The first song I ever learned was Rough Side of the Mountain by Reverend F.C. Barnes. I mean, you can't get more traditional and old school than that. But yeah, I mean, those songs and that particular music really paved the way for me. All of that wearing and tearing, I love that type of stuff. I love good old church music, and I think I'm so grateful that I was able to experience that and have that.
Sure. You mentioned a few things that I want to kind of piggyback off of. I hate to go back into that conversation, but you said something really key, and I think it's helpful for other artists to understand what you were saying when you said you took time off to develop your sound. You took time off to really, and you had a writing team, but you are a part of, half of your album, writing your half of your album. And I don't think people really realize how important those two things are. Can you kind of expound on that?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's very, very important for artists, just in general, to write your own music. Writing your own music it helps you to be able to. For me, I'm gonna be honest, ministering the song more effectively, even because it's more personal.
Sure.
But definitely, I mean, it could be just small things, but you have to, and then that's why that's why you really make your money.
Yeah.
That's where you really make your money, is writing your own music, and having your and sometimes you, like, for me, during that process, I was able to not only write for myself but write for other people and have other people singing my stuff that I wrote.
Wow.
You know, on the CCM side, like, so I'm excited about that. That's going to be coming out this year. A group called House Fires actually are singing, recorded a song that I co-wrote with a guy named Nate Moore and Chandler Moore. So I'm super excited about that. But definitely, I mean, writing, that's where you make your bank, but that's where you really can express yourself as an artist, and you really can show your artistry through writing.
Sure, that's amazing.
Yeah, and another thing too, I would tell different artists that I did too while I took that break, was knowing the business.
You have to.
You have to know the business. If you don't know the business, man, that's how people can take advantage of you and all kind of this stuff. You setting yourself up for failure. So I'm happy that I took that time off to not only write but to also learn the business through, like, you know what I'm saying, the in and outs of things.
You have to know, and most importantly, if you want to be in the business, you want to have longevity. You have to know your craft. You have to research. You have to study.
Definitely.
You know, what sense does it make me getting on the interview with you and I know none of your background, nothing like that?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's good stuff. If you would, we're all quarantined up. The world is ending. The rapture's gonna come.
Okay.
If you would leave some words of encouragement, what would that encouragement be?
I would say don't lose faith. Stay focused, stay prayerful. Use this time to, like you said, use this time to enhance your craft. Work harder. Don't stop working just because, we may be on a break right now, but it's not going to be like this always. So use this time to edify your craft. Use this time to get in touch with God. Use this time to spend time with your family as well, because when you're on the road, we really don't have time to be with our families like we want to, because we're traveling so much. So now that we're able to be home with our family, definitely try to give them your undivided attention as much as possible, because they deserve that. They've been supporting us while we're traveling and everything like that. So definitely try your hardest to spend some time with your family and your friends if you can. But yeah, definitely keep the faith. Don't lose sight of what we're doing, of what we're trying to do, of what the message is. Man, just stay prayerful. Keep me in your prayers, and I'm gonna be doing the same thing for you.
If you would, I know the album, is it dropping Friday?
Yes.
Friday. Give us the date real quick.
Yes, so the album is dropping. My sophomore project called The Encounter is dropping this Friday, April the 3rd. It'll be on every media outlet where you get your music, where you can find your music. So go out and get it. It's gonna bless you. I'm telling you. You want to add this to your playlist. You gotta add it to your playlist.
At least your prayer time, because I was in. At least your prayer time, because I was in. You did that. I don't know what throne you was on, but you
need it. Look, in this moment, you need an encounter. Come on,
listen. But thank you so much for hanging out with me.
Thank you so much for having me.
We only got time anyway. What was you gonna be doing anyway? I was mad. I was cooking, and But, we're grateful to be here and to be healthy. But thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you so much for having me, man. I appreciate it.
And guess what, girl? I can't wait till your album come.
Come on.
The way I was laid out on that floor.
Come on. Yes.
But man, we love you. We appreciate you though.
Love you too. Thank you so much.